able to overcome. She got her daughter back because she had a daughter. I didn't mention that she had a daughter that DFAC had took away from. So now she has a daughter back, and she's just living. She's just living a better life. Now she's in a better place. And I'm just saying because I'm just trying to give you hope, because at some point I think everybody hits a rock bottom. Okay? And I'm sorry, but if they hear the right thing the right way when they hit the rock bottom, that may be the opportunity. That might be the time for them to actually not only just say I'm going to stop, but to also put the action behind it. Okay, but you got to remember what I said. The right time, and talk to them the right way.
That's like I went home. I was so worried about him. I had went home and I was calling him. And I'm like, I'm in town. Where you at? What's up? Calling him.
Mm-hmm.
And he drove right past my car. I don't think he knew it was me. And I texted him. You drove right past me. What's up with you? What's up? You alright? You good? Because the last time I seen him was on the 4th. That's the reunion we had for our brother. He passed away. And he was stressing out then. And I was trying to talk to him. But I go all the way back. My mom, like I said, she was Queen Pen. She had me and my brother selling crack for her when we was in school. When she went to school, she would tell us, when they come over here, this is a $20 piece of candy. And I'm like, well, Mama, what if he ate a piece of that candy?
Right.
And that might be why he's the way he is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm like, I feel my brother. I understand his pain because he's drug abused. My mom abused me. So we're really close on that level.
Right.
But I just want him to just get some help, man, because I know he's going through it.
Yeah, well, just keep praying and hopefully so that he hit that rock bottom.
I hope
when
he
hit
hit
that
it
rock
soon.
bottom, you be there to help him.
But his pride, how do you deal with that when a person's pride like that?
Rock bottom. Rock bottom takes you to that place where you don't care now. You're desperate. You don't care about your pride. That's the only thing that really breaks pride is, when you hit that rock bottom, because rock bottom embarrasses you.
That is so true.
My son, one of the things that hurt him more than anything was when his friends, his best friends, they grew up together, still was best friends. His best friend's father, told him he was a bum.
Ooh.
It hurt him to the core. Okay? And at the time, I say, look, son, people will say things based on what they see. Okay? They can't see here.
Not dissecting it, yeah.
They can't see here. Okay? They see, and men, believe it or not, me and Boris, the boy's dad, we still friends to this day. We had to talk about that.
But why would you call the kids? I don't agree
because
with that.
No.
I don't agree with
Especially
it.
when you're trying to find himself.
I told him that. But see, at that point I wasn't worried about Boris. I was worried about my son.
Exactly.
And so this is what I told Eric. I say, think about this. At this point, is he wrong? Are you doing the things that you need to be doing, or are you in that spiral where you're not going anywhere? You say, you know what, Dad, you're right, he's right. I have to make a difference. And I say, that's what you got to focus on, man. That's what you got to focus on. Because once you focus on that, it doesn't matter what other people say. Okay? And sometimes I'm glad he said it. Even though I told him, man, you have to be more sympathetic. I'm glad he said it.
Somebody else had to hear besides his dad.
My son had to hear that. He had to hear it. He was going through life, thinking that, everything was okay, and that was the statement that made him reflect and think and say, man, I'm not, I'm not working. I'm just out here now. And so that was a thing that I really think that changed him, because shortly after that, he came to me and he said, Dad, I got to get together. And I told him, well, the only way I'm going to do it is you have to, I got a program for you to go to, but it's 9 months, son. I'm not doing a 30-day thing or nothing like that. I need you to go to the 9-month program so you can get yourself together. Okay? And it was a cruel thing. And I told Boris that, and this is what happened, because we end up having an emotional conversation too. Boris, he got money. He's very successful. Him and his wife are. He grew up with a silver spoon in his mouth. Okay, and because he grew up with a silver spoon in his mouth, he don't understand, that there are other people out here that are struggling, and they can't have the same success that he had. The reason he was able to do it is because his parents were successful. Okay, so he had the models. He had it already set up, and so he just followed in the path of what they was doing. And I say, Boris, a lot of us didn't have that, man. I didn't have that. You see a person now that had to do some work to come to that point. Okay? And I told him, I say, you hurt Eric when you said that. He was like, man, I didn't mean to hurt Eric. Eric was one of the best, if anybody should be, to the NBA. Because Boris used to say that all the time. He'd say, even his son, Dez, that's the one that's playing in Europe now, the 16 guy, he would say Eric is the one himself. And so him and my son, they don't talk things out and stuff like that. But for me, I'm glad he did it, because it changed my son's psyche, and it caused him to do the H, to be honest with himself, to look in the mirror and say, man, I am a bomb. That's just, it's the
I am a loser.
I am. Loser, bomb, whichever one. I am.
Right.
Because that's what I ask him. I say, is he right? See, this is the thing, and I teach people that all the time, even students. This is the thing. I don't care what anybody call me, as long as it's not true. You can call me whatever you want to call me. It's not going to bother me. But if it's true, it's going to hurt.
They gonna hit home.
Right. Man. Right. Let's take 10 minutes. Come back. 10:30. 10:30. You got the key up there? Oh, you got it back? Oh.
You say coffee. Show me some. Can we make some coffee?
What position you playing over there, man?
I play
Oh, okay.
I should have laid it up on
I should have known that, because at Westlake, but they all had some guys over there too, man. That's a big thing. That's what what's the name, quarterback? Dan, Hey, I'm doing good.
Can I make some coffee? If we can't make some.
Yeah, I think. I got coffee maker in there.